Oh, yeah. You don't want to talk no more.
This guy's a real deal.
What's up, guys? Mark Wahlberg here. You know me from the movies. You know me from my crazy schedule. You know me for kicking all these YouTubers' ass. Today, we got a special guest, my guy, Dhar Mann. I'm actually excited about this. I've been a fan for his for a long time. We got some mutual friends, but guess what? Ain't no friends in the gym. It's time to put them to the test.
What are you doing here so early?
I usually go to bed at 3 a.m.
Really?
You have dinner by the time I have lunch.
Yeah.
Are you doing legs today?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How are you excited about this?
Well, it just gets me fired.
It's actually not as bad as I thought. Okay, I should I don't know if you've seen any of my content.
Yeah.
So we do like short inspirational films on YouTube.
I love the aspirational side. Everything that we do has an inspirational component to it.
Yeah, I see it, man. I mean, some of your work been a big part of my life. Departed was like one of my favorite like all-time movies. Entourage, like, oh my gosh, man. That instilled the dream of me wanting to move to LA.
Where are you from,
something in NorCal. So I'm like trembling having this combo. His voice isn't even breaking. But we have a campus about the size of 2 football fields right now. We put out about 5 hours of content every week.
I want to come and check it out next time I come to LA.
It'd be cool, man. We have 14 full-time film crews.
Wow.
So we have about 80 different channels across all social media. I started in my living room apartment, and the whole goal was just to like inspire people that were going through some kind of tough time. And when I turned 30 years old, I was at the lowest point of my life. I was struggling. I was like depressed, anxious, broke, going through like a breakup, like every sort of bad thing that you could imagine that was happening, that could happen in your life. And then I was just like so sad about all my struggles. Instead of just getting stuck in my sadness, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my struggles and I'm gonna turn them into stories to try to help inspire other people. So my content started with me just like talking to camera about like my failures and how other people can kind of learn from them. And I got no views.
You know what? Everybody else is so busy trying to show all their success, show all the wins. It's not real. It's not relatable. You know what I mean? Who the was undefeated through life? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the difficulties that allow you to be stronger.
That's the hero's journey.
I like that. I like that a lot. All right, we're done.
Oh, we're done?
Yeah.
So when did you start the 4 a.m. routine?
I've been doing it for a couple years now, but I just got more and more disciplined, eating clean and feeling better. And I was like, all right, this feels good. Let's do more of this.
Yeah. So what if there's like an after party for a movie premiere?
I do the red carpet. I've already seen the movie. We've already made it. It's out of my hands. We're gone.
What if it's a night shoot?
Then I'm shooting nights. I gotta get 8 hours of sleep. So that's the most important thing.
Oh, damn. I'm scared to get on that bike now. If he's struggling, I'm finished.
Well, you got that little buzzer.
That's the warm-up?
Yeah, but the good thing is, you didn't do much over there, so you got some energy. Come on. All right, start pedaling. So you gotta push. So you only 5 minutes, but you gotta watch your miles per hour. If it goes to 0, it'll stop. And if you stop, you have to start over. See? Oh, it's about to stop. This could be the quickest stop. Here it is. Oh, it stopped.
Jeez, that got hard real fast. And it gets harder than that?
Yes. You never made it to the hard part. Get the buzzer over there. There he goes. Yeah, you need to keep it right there around 15. Now that's the hard part. Okay. See, it cycles. It's tough, right?
Yeah.
Stay in the zone. There you go. It's pushing up, come on. That's a minute. You may be the second one to complete it. Tough, right? Oh, no. You don't want to talk no more. It's coming down. Here it goes. Look at the legs, it's stopping. It's all shutting down. Oh, there it goes. Oh, just at 0. But it's still going. Oh, 0. Oh no, he's at 2. This guy's a fighter.
Can I go up or no?
No, you gotta sit in the seat. It stopped again. That starts over. Touch that bad boy. Here, touch that bad boy. There you go. All right, good job.
Okay, that was wild.
Go spin the wheel over there, Archie. Get him on the wheel.
5 minutes, like continuous?
Yeah, lock it up. We won't be talking during that.
Do I get a respin?
Oh yeah, there we go. Good spin. I like that.
It's no joke keeping with Mark's routine. Are you training for any big role right now?
I'm trying to eat all day, so I'll get thick. So hopefully I'll look like a guy who used to be an athlete and who now is out of shape. All right, now squeeze and hold. Get a nice hold there. There you go. Now do me a favor. Hold here, pulse, all the way down, then come up. Yeah. Give me 10 with the weight and 10 without. So you have any siblings?
Yeah, I've got one older brother. My parents came from India. They came to this country with like $7 in their pocket.
Wow.
They didn't speak English. I grew up in an apartment with 3 different families that shared like 1 bedroom. Wow. We didn't even have enough like plates for everybody. We had to like wash dishes just for the next person to eat. Yeah. My parents worked at the bank, and then my dad started driving a taxi at night. I would get dropped off, in school in a taxi. My dad wore a turban, and I used to wear a turban as well growing up. And this was back when there was like no awareness around bullying, and kids were really
I can imagine the amount of you got.
Yeah, and my brother would get beat up all the time, every kind of racial slur you can imagine. It was a struggle for a long time, but I saw my dad go from that 1 taxi cab up to having 250 taxis. Wow. So I could just see the entrepreneurial spirit was there from a young age.
Yeah, that hunger.
I write a script every single day. Wow. So in the past 7 years, I've written 2,000 screenplays.
Wow.
That work ethic from like watching my parents like struggle.
Amazing, yeah, no. Not having anything.
Yeah.
That doesn't motivate you to work. Whoa, well.
Yeah, man.
No, that's incredible.
And bro, every like YouTuber, that's like the grind it takes, You
can't do anything half-assed.
Shoot, see how you train, bro. It doesn't seem like you do anything half-assed.
Well, you just got a good break. Give me a squat over there.
What created your desire to like want to succeed like as much as you have?
Well, first of all, I wanted to do good. I kind of got exposed to the streets and trouble, and I just wanted to turn my life around. I wanted to do good things, and I wanted to figure out what my purpose was in life and how can I contribute in a positive way.
Yeah.
I'm a very spiritual guy too, so once God came into my life, good things started to happen. I said, okay, let me continue to do this.
We're about to teach Mark some short form content right now, so we're gonna have him do a little 6'7" trend in a second. If he's up for it, we'll see.
As long as there ain't no satanic shit. Sounds
definitely not.
Sounds like something.
Here we go. Yeah, we got it. All right, perfect. I love how dialed in Mark is even when we're working. When I'm in the gym, I always take my rider calls. I try to move 2 goals forward at the same time.
You don't want to waste no time.
Oh, we're almost done. This guy's not even slowing down. That's the scary part.
Oh, we're just getting started.
I want to slow down, but I can't when I see how hard he's pushing. You train every muscle like this, or is it just legs?
Yeah, but I'm hitting legs harder.
My eldest is 5, my youngest is 3 months. I always like have this fear, what it's gonna be like when they become teenagers. They're not as attached, they've got their own lives. They don't really wanna hang out with their parents. Maybe yours do, because you're Mark Wahlberg.
No, but the thing is, look, you're giving life. You went off, did your thing. My wife left home at 16. They're gonna grow up and do their thing. Just hopefully you did a good enough job and they wanna be around you. And they come see you and spend time with you.
Every time I get on a machine after Mark, I got to take the weight and cut it in half, so.
After seeing all your stuff on your content, how you became who you are, the difficult part is now you're giving your kids a totally different life, right?
Oh, yeah.
But how do you also give them the other more important values and let them know what it's like to not have, so they have their own work ethic? You work so hard to give them all the things you never had, and then it just creates a different set of problems and tools.
It's a big struggle, man. Like even one of the very first hotel rooms my kids stayed at was like a big hotel suite. And so when we go into like a normal hotel room now, they're like, Daddy, why is this room so small?
Yeah.
And it's like, your dad used to stay in his car when he used to travel. I couldn't even afford hotels.
Yeah, but they can't relate to that.
I know.
They'll hear it,
it's tough to balance.
This is a great exercise. This is gonna build your strength. One leg here, and then you wanna just drop down like this, and then you go for 8 reps, nice and deep. No real break in between. Try not to push your shoulders forward. Let that front leg go forward. Straight down. There you go. Feel that burn a little better? Yeah. There you go. Switch. Try to switch right to it. No break. There you go. Bring that other leg back. Come on. After this, you're halfway. There you go. Come on. Nice. Get them shoulders back now. Try to really sit back here. There you go. Now keep coming back. Now you're feeling that full stretching out the back leg. Now up. Up. There you go. I'll go with the 40 this time instead of the 30. All right, hold about here.
Insane. It's a beast. I couldn't even do that with no weight. And he's done like 3 times as many sets as I have.
Where do you think the next trend goes?
Vertical is sort of like that next frontier right now. Live streaming like has been big with all these creators. And if you could build community, that's the key, because that's been our competitive advantage. The marketing is just built in.
Yeah.
We're averaging about 1 billion monthly views on our content right now, long form, with zero marketing spend.
All right, hey, you did that 6, 7, 8 with me, babe. I'm gonna give you this one. Go down.
Okay.
Hold. Pulse. Down. Up. Down. Hold. Pulse. Down. Up. Down. Hold. Pulse. Down. Up. Get that hold in there. And feel that stretch. Feel that. Now go up and down. Now add some speed. Now they're burning, right? Feeling them? Ooh, here we go. Good job. Okay, so I got, you owe me one here, feet close together. You owe me one here. You owe me another sumo. I did another knee over toe.
Is someone carrying me out of here? Like this?
All the way down, deeper, 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 right there. Now press. There you go. Nice, slow pulse. Yeah, there you go.
You're a beast, man. The real deal. This guy's a real deal. The hard part is these workouts are so tough. It's hard to talk about anything. This guy's super light.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the pendulum after.
Oh.
Great leg exercise. Slow on the way down, knees over those toes.
Jeez. I think I'm gonna throw up. Oh, is that what that's for? Had a big leg day of all days. I'm also on an hour and a half sleep.
Hour?
I went to bed at 7:30, but I just couldn't fall asleep till 2. I wish I had the ability to just like fall asleep quick.
I thought you were sleeping on that machine. I didn't hear no clicking and clanging, nothing. Go at your own pace, like I told you.
My pace might be over. I'm gonna get some air for a sec. Sorry, bro. I'm
All
never
good.
the person
No.
to throw in the towel.
You need that bucket? The puke
Probably
bucket?
not a bad idea to take it out there.
Whew. This ain't easy.
Oh my gosh.
Now I can get my sets in while he's resting.
Last thing I want to do is let Mark down. That guy is hard to keep up with.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do my shit and his shit just to make up for it.
That's crazy how good of shape Mark is in.
How you feeling, buddy?
All right, man. Just the dizziness of all the up and down got to me.
It's just a different kind of pace, you know?
Yeah.
Like cameras, no cameras, I'm working hard.
Yeah, I see that. Let's stick to the easier ones.
I'm blasting them all.
How far in your workout are
We're not quite halfway yet.
you? You're not halfway?
We're gonna put some burners together so we can just finish up on time.
Is he for real? What? Bro, I'm like 150%. Dang, this changes my whole mindset about how I need to train.
How old are you?
I'm 41.
Okay. You're getting to that age where you're not completely losing muscle yet, but it's gonna start happening.
Yeah.
And you might as well just get ahead of it. Where do you find the inspiration for all your ideas?
It was all like inspired by just real life experiences, man.
Yeah, I try to do that with every character that I play, find some sort of connection to the character. I think it makes it more authentic.
One of my early episodes, I lived in downtown LA and I walked outside to go to the grocery store. So I like get my groceries, I walk out and it's pouring rain. And I'm like, man, how unlucky am I? I have to walk home in the rain. Upset, miserable. I happen to look over and I see a homeless guy that's living in the rain. And it is instantly
Put it in perspective right away,
yeah, exactly, put me in perspective. And so that just was a whole episode about gratitude.
Nice.
And that was one of our most viral videos.
This episode is about hard work. Whoa. Okay. Let's knock this out first. Try to get back. So you want to be here, look. Hips forward, get deep like this. Yeah. There you go. Now press up to the ceiling. There you go, look at that. I'll be done by 5:30.
What time is it? Oh, it's done in 5 minutes? That's the best news I've heard. I'm gonna go back and go to bed for sure. My wife is in the hotel sleeping and I'm very jealous right now. I'm gonna hype it up like, yeah, I did every set with Mark. I didn't have to drop the weight at all. Hopefully she doesn't see this video.
Final results.
Down, hold. There you go.
I think I'm gonna throw up. I'm also on an hour and a half sleep.
Hour? I thought you were sleeping on that machine.
I'm gonna get some air for a sec and stick to the easier ones.
Wall of shame.
Bro, this has been amazing.
Yeah, likewise,
Super
man.
inspired.
Really, I
man.
appreciate it.
You
Likewise.
bring me in your home.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, anytime. Can't wait to visit your studio.
yeah,
there,
whenever
brother.
you're in town, man. Amazing.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right, brother.
You're the best.
Go.
Best to you and your
Sorry,
family.
happy workout.
Hopefully I just motivated you and inspired
Yeah,
you. Next
man.
time, just go a little bit harder.
You inspired me
That's
in
the
a
key.
lot more ways than one, man.
I appreciate it,
So,
brother. Likewise.
yeah.